My name is Jennifer. I am 28 years old. I live in a small neighborhood. Everyone knows everyone here. I have a husband. His name is Mike. He is a good man. He works hard for us. He is a truck driver. He drives long distances. Sometimes he is gone for 5 days. Sometimes 7 days. Sometimes even 10 days. I loved Mike. He was kind. He always said nice things to me. But I felt alone. Our house was quiet when he was gone. Too quiet. I ate dinner alone. I watched TV alone. I slept alone. The days felt long. We had a neighbor. He lived in the house next door. His name was David. He was young. Maybe 30 years old. He lived alone. He was tall. He had dark hair. He looked strong. I never really looked at him before. He was just the neighbor. One day something happened. The light in my bathroom broke. I didn't know how to fix it. Mike was gone for work. He was 2 states away. I called him. The bathroom light broke, I said.
I'm sorry, honey. I can't come home now. Maybe ask David next door? He can help,
Mike said. I felt nervous. But I needed the light. So I went to David's house. I knocked on the door. He opened it. Hi, I said. My bathroom light broke. Can you help me?
Sure.
He said.
Let me get my tools.
He came to my house. We walked upstairs. He went into the bathroom. I stood at the door. He worked on the light. I watched him. His arms looked strong. His shoulders were wide. I felt strange. I looked away. The house was so quiet. No talking. Just silence. Just the sound of him working. I looked at him again. I noticed his body. He was masculine. He was different from Mike. I felt something in my chest. Something I shouldn't feel. He fixed the light. He turned it on. It worked. Thank you, I said.
No problem.
He said. He left. I closed the door. My hands were shaking. Why was I shaking? After that day, something changed. Mike left for another trip. I felt alone again. But this time was different. I looked out the window. I saw David's house. I saw his car. I knew he was there. I thought about him. I shouldn't think about him. But I did. Days passed. I looked at him more. When he walked to his car, I watched. When he worked in his yard, I watched. I felt guilty. But I kept watching. One night Mike was gone again. It was late. Maybe 10 o'clock. I looked out the window. I saw David outside. He was smoking a cigarette. I stared at him. I don't know why. Then he looked up. He saw me at the window. He saw me staring. My face got hot. I felt embarrassed. But he smiled. He smiled at me. I didn't know what to do. I should go away from the window. I should stop. But I didn't. I opened the front door. I walked outside. My heart was beating fast. I walked to his yard. He was still standing there. Hi, I said. My voice was quiet.
Hi.
He said.
Nice night.
Yes, I said. We talked for a few minutes. Small talk. The weather. The neighborhood. Nothing important. Then he said something.
I just made coffee. Do you want some?
I should say no. I knew I should say no. But I didn't. Okay, I said. I followed him inside his house. My legs felt weak. I was nervous. I knew this was wrong. I knew I was making a mistake. But I couldn't stop. Something pulled me forward. Something strong. Something I couldn't control. We drank coffee. We talked more. Then we stopped talking. We looked at each other. And then it happened. I kissed him. Or he kissed me. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I slept with him that night. I went home early in the morning. I felt sick. What did I do? I cheated on my husband. On Mike. Good, kind Mike. I cried in my bed. But I went back. The next night. And the night after. Whenever Mike was gone, I went to David's house. It became normal. Our relationship changed. We weren't just neighbors anymore. We were something else. Something secret. Something wrong. At first, the guilt was terrible. Mike came home from his trips. He was tired. His eyes looked heavy. He worked so hard for us. For me. He hugged me. He said he missed me. And I hugged him back. But inside, I felt like a bad person. I felt like a liar. But then something changed. Time passed. The guilt became smaller. I started to like David more. I thought about him all the time. I wanted to be with him. The guilt went away. I didn't feel bad anymore. That scared me. But I didn't stop. Then one night, something bad happened. Mike was on another trip. I was at David's house. It was late. Maybe midnight. I left his house. He walked me to the door. He kissed me. I kissed him back. I didn't see her. Mrs. Carter. The old woman from down the street. She was walking her dog. She saw us. She saw the kiss. Her face looked surprised. Her mouth opened. Then she looked away. She walked away fast with her dog. My heart stopped. My whole body went cold. Someone saw me. Someone knew. I couldn't breathe. I went inside and locked the door. I sat on the floor. I was shaking. Mrs. Carter said nothing. The next day, she didn't tell anyone. The day after, still nothing. But I was scared all the time. Every knock on the door made me jump. Every phone call scared me. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. The fear lived inside me. It grew bigger every day. I went to David. I needed to talk to him. Mrs. Carter saw us, I said. She knows.
She won't say anything.
He said. You don't know that, I said. My voice was loud. I was almost crying. Everyone will know. Mike will know. My life will be over. I looked at him. I needed him to say something. To do something. We need to be together, I said. For real. Officially. He looked confused. I'll leave Mike, I said. The words came out fast. We can move away. To a new city. Start over. No one will know us there. We can be together. Really together. I waited. I waited for him to say yes. To say he loved me. To say he wanted that too. But he didn't.
I don't love you that way.
He said. His voice was quiet.
I'm sorry. I can't move away. I don't want to leave. This is my home.
The words hit me like a punch. I couldn't breathe. I stared at him. I didn't understand. All this time. All these nights. I thought it meant something. I thought he cared. I thought we had something real. But we didn't. It was nothing to him. Just fun. I left his house. I walked home. I felt empty. I felt stupid. I cheated on my husband. Good, kind, hardworking Mike. I cheated on him for nothing. For a man who didn't love me. For a man who didn't care. Mrs. Carter hasn't told anyone. Not yet. Maybe she won't. Maybe she will. I don't know. I live in fear every day. Every time I see her, my heart races. Every time Mike looks at me, I wonder if he knows. I wonder if someone told him. I wonder when my secret will come out. And the guilt is back. Stronger than before. Mike comes home from work. He is tired. He smiles at me. He tells me he missed me. And I smile back. But inside, I am breaking. I destroyed everything. For nothing. Now all I have is fear. And guilt. And a secret that might destroy my life. The end. What do you think about this story? What would you do if you were Jennifer? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. Hit the bell so you never miss a story. Lesson of the day. Secret. Secret is something you don't tell anyone. Examples from the story. I wonder when my secret will come out. Now all I have is fear. And guilt. And a secret that might destroy my life. More examples. I have a secret. I can't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret.